When you hear the word, do your best and forget the rest, what comes up? I would love to get your point of view, and I'll share why that quote is on my mind. And before I start, let me know if you can hear me and see me. Give me a thumbs up or a heart. And also, where you're watching this from. Where you at? I'm in my garage, about to go to the gym. I got a nice workout to look forward to, but I'm waiting for the pre-workout to kick in. And I had this inspirational insight about doing your best. So, where are you watching this from? Leave it in the comments. What part of the world? And what are you currently doing? They say that a large percentage of people go on Facebook when they go on the toilet. So, where are you right now? If you're squatting down, let me know. And I am thinking about the quote, do your best and forget the rest. It came up, what's up, Miguel? From an interview I did with the legend Tony Horton. If you don't know who Tony Horton is, he's a guy who created P90X, right? He is one of the most popular fitness celebrities in the world. I had him on my podcast, and every time I start the podcast, I say, what is a quote or a mantra that fires you up? Tony Horton said, do your best and forget the rest. And I'm like, wow, that sounds kind of cheesy, but it's so damn true. And essentially, that's all you could do, right? Oftentimes, we want to accomplish great things in our life, making more money, growing a business, losing body fat, improving our relationships, what have you. And we have these expectations of how we want it to be. And whenever our expectation doesn't match our reality, we suffer, right? But it's getting rid of the expectation and being in a place where you're always doing your best. No matter the outcome, you're attached to it. And that's all you could do, right? Because in a perfect world, you could put out a marketing message and it converts really well. Does that always happen? No, you get let down, you fail, right? You diet really hard. You weigh yourself. The scale doesn't budge. You get frustrated. You get pissed. What the hell? I'm doing all this work. I'm starving myself. I'm working out, doing all this cardio, and nothing's happening. Well, that's not living up to your expectation. But if you do your best every single day and go to bed at night, put your head down and say, you know what? I did the best I could. I'm unattached to the outcome. That's where success is, because success is a lot about expectations. And when you accept what happens as opposed to expecting, you live a much better life and you constantly get better, right? So I'm always trying to find new skill sets. And one thing I do is I freestyle rap, right? And when I first started, it was so freaking hard. I had such a hard time rhyming and finding a flow that I sucked. But I kept on practicing, right? I just did my best. I did my best. And over years and years and years of freestyling, a few hours a week, I became proficient at it. Now it just flow, okay? Whenever you start a new skill, you're going to suck at it, right? It's all about embracing the suck, doing your best, but over time, improving. And as you improve, you have small wins. So I started to use an African drum recently just to have a musical instrument to unleash my creativity. And a drum is a simple instrument, but it's very difficult for me because I'm not used to it, right? So what I do is I practice. I do my best. Each day I get better. Okay. And I see a big difference, and it's celebrating the wins, right? So these are just examples of things that we do, but your whole life is essentially you doing certain things and expecting something to happen. And when it doesn't happen, you suffer. So it's kind of changing the big goal. The big goal is not so much the result. The goal is the activity, right? It's the doing and consistently sticking to it, right? As long as you're doing your best, you forget the rest, right? Because let's say a person has a goal for the new year. I want to make $1 million, okay? That's the end goal. Another goal is I'm going to do my best every single day, putting out great marketing messages, connecting with my clients, serving them at the highest level. Well, that's an activity-based goal, and you're just doing your best. I have a higher chance of the person that does their best and has an activity goal to get the $1 million as opposed to the result goal, okay? You could pretty much apply this to anything in life, fitness as well, right? If I go to the gym 3 times a week, I do my cardio, I watch my macros, that's doing my best. If I say I need to lose a pound of body fat every week, well, I'm going to suffer because most likely that's never going to happen. So it's really all about doing your best every single day, being consistent. And then from there, looking back on it testing and tweaking. So that's one thing I want to share. I'm going to go hit the gym. The pre-workout's kicking in. Sending you lots of love and appreciation. And the big question is this. When you hear the quote, do your best and forget the rest, what comes up for you? Peace.